Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CHCI. We will take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 15-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 15 minutes. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 15-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. Think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Absolutely crazy move today, not only from a price action perspective, but you look down here at the volume, and by far the biggest volume this chart has had for quite a while. So a lot of eyeballs on this one, so let's map out some levels of support, and then we can talk areas of resistance. Let's first talk about some areas of support, and the big one that's going, at least in my mind tomorrow, that I think a lot will revolve around, is down here at this 415 mark. The reason that one's important, or at least stands out in my mind, because that's essentially as low as the bears could push it after the initial big surge. So big surge happened there, and then several times after that, like I said, the bears tried to press down through that mark, and they just couldn't quite do it. So there's clearly a lot of buyers hanging down around that area of the chart. And while, I'm not saying it's for sure going to happen because there's no such thing as a for sure, but if the price were to continue to pull back, that 405 range definitely becomes a very interesting area from a technical perspective. Now, ideally speaking, if it can hang up around the high fours, that would be more preferable from a big picture type perspective. But just from, like I said, more so a general area of things, that 405 mark, definitely a very interesting area as far as the past history is concerned. Now, what happens if this thing starts to bounce? Where are some of these levels of resistance at? Initial area of resistance actually comes from a support that was basically holding all day long, and then during the final portion of the day, the price fell below it. And that's right here at 535. And again, this just comes from a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. And that was support, but it was broken below right there. So that near-term level of resistance is going to be at the 535-ish mark. If the bulls can push through there, the next key level of resistance going to be up here around the $6.25 mark, which is essentially the cluster of highs up there. I do realize, the price got up above it, but that was only one data point. A lot of more data points are right around 625. So in my mind, that's kind of the truer level of resistance going forward. All in all, though, crazy move, a lot of volume, a lot of eyeballs on it. I know I'll be watching this one tomorrow. So yeah, let's see how this one closes out the week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.